Hey you guys, welcome to my Venus through Sign series. This is for Venus in Gemini. So if in your birth chart Venus is in Gemini, this is for you. This can also apply if you have Gemini as your 7th house, so that would make you Sag rising. If you don't know how to find your Venus, I made a video on how to do that. It's in the description box below. Please guys, make sure that you're still sharing the Venus through Signs series. Make sure you can share it to any of your astrology groups or tarot groups or anything of that sort, so that we can still get people to take notice to the Venus readings, because I still feel like people sleep on these. All right, so central issue, heart of the matter, we have the Chariot, and this is for the month of May 2019. 8 of Wands, King of Swords, Justice, Knight of Cups, 7 of Wands, 2 of Cups, Ace of Wands. Okay, so I feel that you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be any sign, but those are the ones that just showed up right away. And I feel like maybe there had been someone who was very guarded with how they felt. Very, I don't know, very poker faced. Maybe you couldn't read this person, or maybe that has been an energy that you've been putting off. Maybe you have been protecting yourself from falling in love. But I see someone confessing how they feel. I feel like there's going to be a conversation, like you receive some sort of messages that kind of clearly indicate that someone is into you. If you're single, I feel like you are connecting with someone. There's going to be a conversation. Excuse me. It might be a connection that starts off kind of distant at first, so kind of like short answer, yes, no. And then all of a sudden, you guys start warming up to each other. If this is someone that you already know, I feel like for whatever reason, someone has been guarded or protected, but now they're letting their guards down. They're like, okay, I'll share with you, I'll open up with you, I'm ready. So I feel too like someone is now ready to admit something, or ready to confront their fears, ready to open up. Someone has been opened up too long. I feel like too, maybe someone had been confronted. Maybe you were like, look, you need to let me know how you feel. I don't know what you're thinking. I can never read you. And you just kind of like went off on somebody, and they thought about it, they went back and forth, and then finally they're like, okay, this is what I want, or yes, I will admit, yes, I'm ready to move forward. I also see maybe there was an ultimatum that was given, because it looks like after someone puts their foot down, that it's just like, okay, now we can talk, now we can work together. So there's some sort of compromise after someone set some boundaries here. But I see someone who sees what they want, and they've made some sort of clear cut decision to go after what they want, whether you are the pursuer or if your pursuer is now coming towards you. So someone has made up their mind, and someone knows what they want. Maybe someone was torn and being pulled in 2 different directions at one point, but now it's just like someone has something under control. And there was a need to balance, heart and mind before they made some sort of decision. Someone didn't want to make a decision based strictly off of emotion, nor did someone want to make some sort of boring, strictly logical decision. So it had to be a balance. Someone had to see something from a higher perspective before going through with something. Someone has been weighing their options. Could have been weighing 2 people, debating. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be air or water? Who do I love the most? Who do I relate to the most? Who would be a better match for me? So I feel like this is about weighing your options in love and going with who's best. So I do see some sort of decision being made, and there's a new spark, there's chemistry, there's some sort of flirtation. You might even have the opportunity to relieve yourself of some sort of pent up energy, if you know what I mean. So this is probably an opportunity for you to do that, but it's up to you if you want to take it. You know, maybe you're like, I don't want to move that fast. You know, I just want it to play out this romantic part a little more before we get down and dirty. But I do feel like that opportunity is there. You also could be dealing with someone who works in law, or someone who's a lawyer, or you may also be called in for jury duty. There is a possibility that you could meet someone during an I feel like kind of an unusual situation. So like at court, or let's say you just went to the currency exchange to cash a check or something. I feel like there is some sort of connection with someone that you either make in line or the person behind the window. I also see someone having to rent a car for whatever reason, or someone is just now purchasing a car. Someone may work as a car salesman. I'm seeing documents being signed, and I'm seeing something involving traveling. I don't know if you are a flight attendant, or you're just taking a job, or if you're applying to a job to be a flight attendant. You might get some sort of callback, and I know this is focused on love, but I'm starting to get a little career information. I feel like you've met a company that your application matched to. Your application was a match, so you may get the offer, or you may at least get called in for an interview. I feel like you're going to have a lot of clarity on matters of the heart here. I feel like there's more of a logical approach, though. Like, I mean, you're using heart, but I feel like you're really taking a logical approach in regards to love. I see, too, someone has been hiding how they feel. Especially if you're in love with your friend, or if your friend is in love with you. I kind of feel like someone has been withholding their feelings for the other person. I also see something like a dream, something being revealed to you in a dream about what you should do in regards to a love matter. And yes, there could be some sort of love triangle. I see a love triangle for some of you, which is why maybe someone was very against falling for somebody. It's like, hey, no, they're taken. I don't want to be a part of that. And I also see a situation where there's falling in love with a friend, or something that's supposed to be platonic, but it's like, hey, we're going to be friends with benefits. So I'm seeing some sort of friends with benefits situation. If you've already been friends with benefits, there's a need to put your foot down. If you don't want that. If you don't want that, you need to let it be known, or you need to just cut this person off, because I also see this as someone who is not ready to settle down. Someone is still wanting to keep their options open. They don't want to give you a title, or you don't want to give someone a title. It's just like, let's just have fun. Let's just be carefree. You know, why deal with labels? So someone, and two, with all these wands, someone also might be more interested. Not that someone doesn't love you. So if you're dealing with someone and you're like, I don't think they love me. Are you saying they don't love me? With the cups here, I do see love, but you know, it's more physically driven or sexually driven, the connection. It has a tendency to burn out too quick, the connection. It needs more substance or something. Needs more depth. I'm definitely seeing trip here. There's some sort of trip coming up. You may be getting ready to go on a trip, or someone may be getting ready to visit you. Or if you're planning on taking a trip, a vacation, there's a possibility that you could have some sort of connection and like just a brief hookup with somebody just for fun. I know some of you are like, no, I want more than that. But some of you, you know, you got to do what you got to do, and especially if you've been waiting for some years now. And I think that is like advice too. First off, go with your own intuition on what you need to do, regardless of what any reader or psychic says to you. Ultimately, go with your own gut. What does your gut say? What does your intuition say? What did that dream say? Go back to your dream journal. What did you write down? So I feel like your answers are within you, but you know, you have to listen to it. You have to be open to whatever your spirit guides are saying to you. And I do see something in regards to spirit guides. Your spirit guides are trying to nudge you or get you to do something or to talk to somebody. Something's going on. Or maybe that is what's happening to them, like someone is being guided towards you. So also we have Aries, Leo, Sag coming out. I'm seeing dating. I'm also getting like Caribbean music or like calypso. I don't know if someone is traveling and meeting up and having like a romantic time, because I'm getting like just kind of scenes from like a movie called, I don't know if someone may also be going to Rio de Janeiro, but there's a movie called Blame It on Rio. It's very old with Michael Keaton in it, but I don't know. I used to love that movie. I had no business watching it when I was a kid, but I used to love that movie. But I'm just saying that because I'm getting like scenes with someone just kind of dancing, drinking wine, socializing. So I feel like maybe someone comes out of their shell when they're on vacation here. Maybe some of you need to go on a vacation if you hadn't planned on. Maybe you need to. Like, take this as a sign to go ahead and go on vacation. Even if you have to go by yourself, go out and meet people. Because I'm seeing you doing some sort of socializing. Now, going back to some of that love triangle stuff. So I'm seeing someone who, like I said, doesn't want to, they don't want any labels. They just want to keep something open. So don't lie to yourself, because you're going to end up being hurt here. There is some sort of betrayal going on. So there could be a situation where you are messing with your friend's ex or your sibling's ex, I feel. Or someone who is supposed to be off limits. Maybe it's just a kiss. Maybe it's just you feeling guilty for having feelings for somebody that's off limits. But I see something coming off as betrayal. And if you're not mixed into it, like actually partaking in this, then maybe this is happening around you. So like a friend comes to you and they're telling you, oh my God, me and so are messing around. And it's just like, what? That's your friend. How can you do that? So your friend might be telling you that they're involved in a love triangle, or that they did something shady or something like that. And maybe you're just kind of the mediator or the advisor. And trying to give your advice, listening to your friend's side, and then listening to, you know, something. You might be in the middle of something where people are looking at you to as the fair voice, the voice of logic. Someone may be coming in between a water sign, or a lot of times, yes, I do see this as the Libra coming in between two people. But something's going on where I feel like someone comes in between this person. Maybe you're a Cancer with Venus and Gemini, and you're coming in between people, or someone came in between your relationship. There's some sort of mark of betrayals. Mark. I'm getting something about a body mark. So I'm getting that tattoo energy where something is carved into someone's skin. I know I'm just using like extreme carving markings. I'm seeing that type of energy where someone is having like that tattoo. I'm trying to see if I can get some sort of image. The only thing that I can get is that it stands out. Someone has some sort of tattoo on their body that stands out. So it may be a tattoo that's not in a place that is hidden. This is a tattoo that can be seen. You know, when they wear short sleeves, or even if it's like on the neck, I just feel like it's visible. I'm getting the name either Richard, Robert. I see too that someone needs to see something from a different perspective. Somebody is kind of like, well, being in a third party situation isn't all that bad if you look at it from this point of view. Like, I don't know what it is. I know some of you are like, get the hell out of here with that. But, you know, that's just kind of what I'm getting. Like, that's the conversation that someone is having within themselves. They're like, it's not that bad. Something that's causing you to maybe reflect, because I see that you've been having some sort of anxieties about something. And you're being asked to confront your fears in a situation. Or every time you're around this person, they trigger your anxieties or something. So I feel like there's a connection that you're having with someone that can be scary depending on what the surrounding circumstances. But for the most part, the connection is scary. And I do feel like you guys are soulmates. But I feel like this person is a reflection of your shadow side, your fears, your doubts. So say, for instance, this person is coming to you and this is your friend, and they're always venting about things. They're like, I want to pursue my passions, but you know, I just can't, and because of blah, blah, blah. And you are like, well, you're making excuses. You're doing this and you're doing that. What they're doing, though, is just kind of saying things that you're actually afraid of. Like, you're very good at advising other people, but you have not yet confronted your fears. So whatever your friend is doing, if this is your situation where you're involved with your friend, whatever your friend is doing or afraid of, and they're confessing these things to you, this is a reflection of yourself. They are showing you what you are. They're showing you your inner dialogue. So somewhere within you, you're talking about, you are actually afraid to pursue your goals and your dreams, or by you not pursuing this person that you're in love with, you're afraid. You know, they're a reflection of your insecurities and doubts too. And your friend has helped you in this life to see that, so that you can correct it, so that you won't be afraid of your shadow anymore, so that you won't be afraid to pursue your goals and dreams. Some of you are holding on to something. You might be holding on to an illusion or a fantasy, and your friend is trying to cut you down from that illusion. They're trying to cut you down. Maybe someone is giving you a reality check about something. And maybe it hurts you at first, but it's just like, after you think about it, you're like, they were right. What they said was true. And so eventually something that your friend said, or this connection that you're having with this person, helps you to let go and move on. It helps you just really put things into perspective here. Now I also see somebody debating on whether or not something is worth pursuing. It's like, should I pursue this love, this relationship, or not? So I hope this has helped. Hope it resonates. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And many blessings to you.